today, the more visible your profile, the more lovers and haters you're going to have. It's just the nature of the beast.
But walk me through that a little bit, because you seem way more in touch with your emotions than most people. And yet you're putting yourself out there in a way that people love or hate. There doesn't seem to be a lot in the middle. How do you deal with that? Do you just ignore it? Do you even look at it? Does it affect you at all?
I just am myself. Recently I was becoming more and more concerned that our government was not taking the coronavirus seriously. I was gravely concerned a few months ago, and took steps both to protect my father, who's immune compromised, my family, the firm, our investors with a hedge, etc. And then by call it mid-March, I said, well, there's just this really straightforward, simple answer. We just need to shut down the country, and once we do that, we can reopen carefully and go back to rebuilding an economy and rebuilding a country. And I kept waiting for the president to go on TV and say, okay, guys, we're shutting down the country. And it wasn't happening. So I figured, okay. That's when I went back to Twitter for the first time, and I wrote a tweet saying, look, here's the simple answer. And it went pretty viral. And I got a call from CNBC, and they said, would you come on? And I had forsworn going on TV, for a couple of years, but I thought this issue was important enough that I should make a public case for a countrywide shutdown, which I did. And unfortunately, I had a whole bunch of people right after I went on make the case that I was doing this for some market manipulative reason or to benefit me personally. And so it's frustrating, it's disappointing, but I still thought it was important to make my case. And I was very happy the next day when California, the first state shut down, and the following day when New York State shut down. And then here we are, we didn't get there the way I expected. I was expecting the president to basically order a countrywide shutdown. But, living in a federal system where the states make these decisions, I'm happy we finally got there, although it took longer than I would have liked.